Hello, I'm Melissa and welcome to the first tutorial in my new series on how to start an online business. This first tutorial video is all about creating and setting up a brand new website, which can be a blog, an online portfolio, an online store, or all of the above and more. Your website is your home base online. It's where people can learn about what you do and you can connect with them through a blog and also sell your products and share what you have to offer with the world. If you've been thinking about setting up a website for a while now is the time. I'm going to walk you through each and every step of the process that I use to create my own website, melissaalexandria.com. And you can always press pause if you need a little more time with a particular step while you're following along with this video. There is an accompanying blog post to this video which has the images I'm using, links to all of the sites I mention and recommend, and the CSS code snippets we'll be using when customizing parts of the site. So be sure to check that out. Also, I highly recommend having a notebook and pen or pencil handy, or a Word document opened to take some notes. I'm going to show you how I created this homepage look using my all-time favorite super customizable WordPress theme, Divi, which I've been using for over 3 years. Disclaimer, all of the opinions in this video are genuinely my own and based on my own personal experience. I was not asked to review any of the sites or products mentioned in this video. I am just sharing what I personally use and love. Some of the links I provide you with are affiliate links, which I have asked for. Alright, as you can see on the screen, I have created some demo sites to give you an idea of the look of the site we're going to be creating today. I created this homepage layout on one site, and then I've taken the same site and changed the images to show you how you can turn it into a food blog, a fashion brand site, or a website about a book, which is the one that we're going to be making together now. So justbeglad.com is the domain name that I'm using, and I'm going to be setting up this website with you today. Just Be Glad is one of my favorite books by Christian D. Larson. The book was originally published in 1912 and is in the public domain, which means it's free to share with others. So that's what I'm going to be using this site for, and I'm going to be using it for our demo today. As I mentioned in the intro video to this series, your homework was to come prepared with a name for your new site, an accent color, and 2 fonts that you will be using for your site. One header font and one smaller font for the paragraphs and or blog posts. The fonts I will be using are Hammersmith 1 and Lato. Here are some examples on the screen of font pairings that work well together. This will also be on the accompanying blog post on melissaalexandria.com if you want to have this list of font pairings to keep. Okay, so we're ready to begin. First, we're going to sign up for hosting and get our domain. We have to check that the name we've chosen for the website is available. So we're here on my desktop. I'm going to open a new browser window. Okay, click the link in the description box to take you to the Bluehost website. I've been using Bluehost for my hosting for more than 4 years. It's a really powerful platform with unmetered bandwidth, and they give you your domain name for free for the year when you sign up for hosting with them for a minimum of a year. Also, they have 24/7 support, so if you ever have questions, they're really great with that. Now we have to choose our hosting plan, so take a minute to read over which would be the best suited for the needs of your new website and or business. I suggest one of the first 2 options unless you have a really large company already and need the extra features. If you're only going to be creating one website, the first option is a good choice. If you are going to be creating multiple sites with this hosting, then you would have to choose the second or third option. For our site today, I'm going to choose the second hosting plan. If you do not currently own your domain name, you'll want to check that it's available on the left here. I highly recommend choosing a .com address, and also when naming your site, keep in mind not only how it sounds when spoken, but how easy it is to remember the spelling of it. You want future customers and visitors to be able to find your site easily and to remember the name. For example, coolxmas-cards.net might not be the best domain name because of the fancy spelling of the words and the dash. People might forget to put the dash in the domain or where to put it, and they might end up getting redirected to someone else's website. So the simpler, the better. If you already own your domain name and you want to sign up for hosting only, you can register on the right. Now it's time to fill in your account information, your first and last name, address, and email address. Then you need to select the length of time you want hosting for this account. So if you are just trying out blogging to see how you like it, then a year might be a good option for you. But if you are 100% committed to building a great business idea that you have, and you know that it will be something that you'll be working on for several years, then you'll want to have your website running for several years to start. From melisaalexandria.com, which runs on Bluehost, I purchased the 3-year hosting plan. And all of these other add-on options are up to you. I personally unclick most of them unless it seems to be something that would be really important to my site. All right, then you enter your payment info and voila! You now have your new website and domain. Then you're going to get a success message on your screen and it will ask you to check your email for a confirmation email from Bluehost. So you might want to pause this video and do that now. Okay, after that, our next step is, once you're logged in, go to the Bluehost homepage so that we can install WordPress and start creating your new site. Okay, so if you scroll down a little bit and look under the heading Website, you should see a button that says Install WordPress. Click that now. Now you're going to be asked to select the domain that you would like to install WordPress to, and you're going to choose your new domain and click Next. Now on this page where it says title, you're going to want to put the name of your new site. I didn't do that here, so I went back later and added it in. But while you're here, type in the name of your site in that section. Also, write down your login and password info somewhere for future reference. Okay, then you click Next and WordPress will be installing on your new website. It will say Installation Complete up top when it's done. So now what I want you to do in a new window is to type in your new domain name URL and check out your new site. It should look something like this with a WordPress message on the screen. Click the button that says Admin Login and enter your new login details to get into the back end of your WordPress site. Where it says, what kind of site can we help you set up? We are going to click I don't need help because we're going to do it ourselves now. So now you've got your website and installed WordPress and it's time to add your theme and start creating. If you're new to using WordPress, this area we're in now is called the dashboard. And along the left-hand side here, you'll find all of the buttons you'll need to add new pages, add new widgets and plugins and more, which we will get more into later. Now you're going to press Launch Site to activate your site. And we're going to get the Divi theme and set it up. Click the link in the description box to take you to the Divi website. In this tutorial, I'm going to be using the Divi theme, which was created by Elegant Themes. I have tried many different themes over the years and I'm absolutely in love with Divi. I might have to make a separate video explaining all of the amazing features and do a full tour of the Divi theme. but that video could easily be an hour or more, and I still wouldn't have said everything. So I'll just go over a few of the reasons I recommend it and why I use it for my websites. It is by far the most customizable theme I have ever used, and for me personally, that's the main reason I switched over to it, because I would buy other themes and I thought they looked great, and then I would want to change a feature or a color or rearrange something on the site, and it wouldn't be allowed on that theme. Whereas with Divi, I haven't once had a time where I had an idea of something that I wanted to create or, something that I wanted to do on the site and that it wasn't possible. So I love that. Also, the visual builder allows you to design and write on the actual site itself, not just in the back end of WordPress. But I'll just continue on with the tutorial and you'll see what I mean. So to sign up for Divi, click the link on the screen or the link in the description box of this video. Okay, so choose the yearly access or lifetime access, which allows you to use Divi forever. Okay, let's follow the sign up prompts. Create a username and password, which you will use to log into the Elegant Themes website to download Divi and the Divi Builder plugin tool. Okay, so once you've entered your payment info and submitted it, you will be signed into your Elegant Themes account. So you want to find the area called Downloads and download the Divi theme. Once you click the download button, you should notice the file is downloading onto your computer. Then scroll down and download the Divi Builder. You're also going to want to download and install the Bloom plugin as well and the Monarch plugin for your website, but we won't be using those in this tutorial. For right now, you'll need Divi and the Divi Builder. Okay, so now that you've downloaded them both, you are going to go back to your WordPress dashboard and we're going to install the Divi theme on your new site. On the left-hand side, I want you to find Appearance and then click on Themes. Great, now you're going to click on Upload. Then up top where it says Add Themes, you're going to click on Upload Theme. Now you're going to choose your file, the zip file of the Divi theme that we just downloaded. Perfect. Now you're going to open that and press Install Now. Okay, now it says Theme installed successfully, and I'm going to click Activate. Okay, so now under Appearances and Themes, you can see that the Divi theme is active and live on the site. Okay, now we are going to go back into the WordPress dashboard and add the Divi Builder plugin and start designing the site. On the left, click the word Plugins, and we're going to add the zip file of the Divi Builder plugin the same way we uploaded the Divi theme. So under Plugins, Add New, click Upload Plugin. Choose File, find the Divi Builder zip file, and click Open. Then press Install Now. and then activate plugin. Perfect. Now, if you look on the left-hand side, you can see that there is a Divi icon showing that the Divi theme is installed, and that's where you can access the settings and make some adjustments to the theme. Okay, now go ahead and click into the theme customizer. Now, under general settings, if you want to change your site title, you can do so here. If you have a tagline or slogan or short description of your site, you can type that in here. To save, click Publish. Okay, now we're going to click into Layout Settings, and this is where you're going to input your hex 6-digit color code for the accent color you chose for your site. Then you're going to go back and click into the tab called Typography and enter in your two font selections, the header font and body font. If your font is not in this selection of fonts, there is a plugin that you can get called Use Any Font, which will allow you to upload your own font. Here you can also change the color of your fonts. I changed mine from dark gray to solid black. If you haven't yet decided on the look for your site, you can feel free to create the exact same look that I'm setting up on this site just to familiarize yourself with the process and then change it up later. For this site, my header font is called Hammersmith 1 and the body font is called Lato. Okay, so before I show you how to upload your logo, I'm going to show you how I create my logos and how I edit the images that are going to be used on this site. If you want to follow along and build the same site I'm building, you can find these images on the accompanying blog post to this tutorial on melissaalexandria.com. Or what I suggest is to find the photos that you want to use and resize them to the dimensions shown so that you can use them on your site with this same layout we're creating together now. So first, you're going to want to go to canva.com. There is a free version and a paid version. I pay for it because I like all of the extra features. I use this for my Instagram quotes and a lot of the images shown in my videos and on my website. So to create a transparent background PNG file logo, from the Canva homepage, click Create a Design. Then find the section Marketing Materials and click on Logo. Now on the left-hand side, you'll see ideas for logo designs. You can drag and drop any of those designs into your design area and customize it to your own liking. I'll show you how I created my Melissa Alexandria logo. I clicked on Elements, Shapes, selected the circle, changed the color to black, then type the letter T on your keyboard and a little bit of text pops up. Double click on it to highlight it to change it, and I typed in the letter M for my logo, enlarged it and changed it to white, and I changed the font to League Spartan. And I made it caps. And then renamed it and saved it at the top right and selected transparent PNG file. And voila! If you want me to make some more Canva tutorials showing you how to create marketing materials, ebooks, daily planner sheets, and more, give this video a thumbs up and let me know in the comment section. All right, now to design the images for our homepage, select Create a Design, use Custom Dimensions, and enter 1080 by 400. Then on the left-hand side, click on Uploads and upload your image from your computer. If you need high-resolution, royalty-free photos to use for your website, I recommend checking out unsplash.com, which is where I got the photos I'm using for this site. I'm going to type in the word happy in the search bar and choose a few photos that I like and download them onto my computer. Okay, so now back to canva.com. To upload your photos, click Upload Your Images. I've got mine here already, and so I'm going to drag the one I want to use into this editing area and drag the corners to resize it so that it covers the dimensions I've set. Now I'm going to go to Elements and Shapes and click the square border and bring that on top of the image. Change the color to my accent color yellow and stretch it out to the edge of the image to create this border effect and center it. Then I'm going to add some text. I want to turn this image into a clickable link on my site that will take my viewers to the book. So I'm going to type the book on top of it, change the font to my header font, which is Hammersmith 1, and the color to my accent yellow color. Okay, now I'm going to save it and continue on with designing the home page of our new Divi site. We are going to want to get rid of this bottom bar and the text on it, and also get rid of the thin gray border lines to make the site full width and cleaner looking. So let's click into our theme customizer up top here and make some changes to our site. First, let's click into header and navigation and then header elements, and unselect the Show Search Icon button. Okay, let's get out of there and go back and now click into Footer and Footer Elements and unselect Show Social Icons. Then go into the bottom bar and click Disable Footer Credits. Then for the background color of the bottom bar, change it to white and make sure this fade scroller is all the way up to solid. All right, now let's get out of there, and I'm just going to click into and remove everything in this sidebar area. So as you can see, we are removing everything from this main page area so that we can start fresh with our design. Now I'm going to show you how to remove the thin gray line from under the main menu. We are going to go to the dashboard, then find the Divi icon along the side, click it, and it will take you into the Divi theme options page. You're going to add some custom CSS here. So copy the CSS from the description box of this video or the accompanying blog post and paste it in its entirety into the custom CSS section at the bottom of this page like I'm doing now. So now I've pasted that in and I'm going to save it and check my home page to see the change. Okay, great. So the line is gone. Now we want to remove this thin gray line between the main section and the sidebar. So we're going to go back into the Divi theme customizer and add another snippet of the custom CSS for that, which you will also find in the description box and blog post. So I'm going to make some space, paste that in there, and click Save. Now let's go and check out our site. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to add our logo or site title design. To add our logo, we're going to go to the dashboard, Divi, Theme Options, and then upload our logo and select the file from your computer. Click Set as Logo and then Save Changes. The logo isn't centered or positioned the way we want it yet, but we will change that. Now let's go to the dashboard, then the post section, and delete the sample post that is up on the site now. Click on the box next to the post, select Move to Trash from the drop-down menu, and then select Apply. Now we're going to set up the menu bar and add pages to it. So let's go to the dashboard and click on Pages, All Pages. So let's start by deleting the sample page, the same way we deleted the sample post. Then click Add New to create a new page. For this site, our items on the menu bar will be Blog, Shop, About, and the book. This first one will be our About page. So type in About in the title section and then press Publish. Now you can see that justbeglad.com/about is its own page. Okay, now let's repeat that for all of the other pages. So add new again, and this time it's for our blog page. Click publish and add new again. This one is our shop page, so type shop and publish. Then our page called the book, which will link to the book itself for people to read online. Publish that page, then go back to the Pages tab to see all of the pages we just published. Now we want to make them accessible from our main menu bar on the home page. So from our WordPress dashboard, we are going to go to Appearance and Menus. Now we're going to add a new menu and call it Main Menu. You can call it whatever you want, but I'm choosing to name it Main Menu. Then click Create Menu. And now on the left side here, you are going to want to select all and add them to the menu. There we go. I am going to reorder them in order of how I want them to appear on the home page. And when you're reordering the menu items, be sure not to push them to the right at all because they can become sub-menu items under the other menu item, which is not what you want. So just keep that in mind. Now we have to decide where on our home page we want this menu to appear. We are going to select the display location as primary menu and save. Now let's go look at our site. It looks good, however, we want to center things more and make a few changes. So back to the dashboard. So to center the menu bar, we're going to go to Appearance and Customize. Then Header and Navigation, Header Format, then make sure Centered is selected and click Publish. Then we're going to go back and click into the primary menu bar. We are going to set the logo max height to the max. Text size for our menu elements is going to be 16 and letter spacing is going to be 3. I'm going to change the font to Hammersmith 1, my header font. And I'm going to select this button here to make all the letters caps. Text color is going to be black, and I'm going to make sure to slide this transparency bar all the way to the top so that it's solid. I'm going to change the active link and drop-down menu background color to my accent color yellow. And the drop-down menu text color is going to be black. Then we are going to press publish on those changes and take a look at our site now. Next, we want to add some space between the menu items. So from our dashboard, we're going to go into the Divi section. Then we are going to scroll all the way down to Custom CSS. Scroll down to the bottom of our CSS section and create some space. Then we're going to copy and paste this code, which you will find in the description box of the video, into this area and then save the changes. Now let's refresh our site and check out the changes we just made. Voila, now we have some more space between the menu items. Next, we're going to go back into the WordPress dashboard and start uploading our images. So find the area in the sidebar that says Media and click it. We're going to select files from our computer. The photos I downloaded from unsplash.com and edited in Canva are on the desktop of my computer, so I'm going to look for them there and upload them. Alright, I'm going to press open and they are being added into the media section of my WordPress dashboard. Now from the dashboard, I want you to go to Pages and select Add New. Create a page and on the right under Divi Page Settings, Divi Layout, select Full Width and press Publish. Then we are going to click the button that says Use the Divi Builder and then click Use the Visual Builder. Okay, so now that we're in the Visual Builder, we're going to hover over the teal colored circle that symbolizes the rows and click on the plus sign. Now we're going to insert a new row with just one column, this first one here. Now it's asking us to insert a module and we are going to either scroll down to find the word image, or you can just type in the word image and the image module will come up as a selection. Click it and then we need to upload our image. Now we already have these photos in our media library from before, so I'm going to select the 1080 by 400 image and click to add it to our module. And there we go. Our first image is added to our Divi site. And now see this menu item that says the book? Well, if you want to have it set up so that when someone clicks on this image that says the book, it will take them to that page, we can add the link to that page to this section here by adding the link URL, which is justbeglad.com/the-book. You can also set it up so that it opens in a new tab. Right now, there is nothing set up on that page, but I just want to show you how to do that for future reference when you're working on your site. And we're going to press the check mark to save our work. All right, I'm going to do that really quickly again on the screen to show you, just to make sure you get how to add a new module. First, you want to add a new section, which is the blue plus sign. Then to add a new row, you click the teal/turquoise plus sign, and then it will prompt you with a gray plus sign to add a new module to that row. Great. Now, if you have any extra rows with nothing in them, you can just hover over them and look for the trash symbol and click on it to get rid of them. All right, now we're going to create a new section. We're going to select regular and then the 3-column row. It's going to prompt us to insert a module into the first row, and we're going to select image for all 3 of these as well. And I'm going to add the images that are 320 by 430. And then I'm going to hover over the first one until I see this duplicate button. Click it and the module will duplicate underneath. You can click on the drag button and drag it over to the next module on the side, and then click into that module and change the photo. And I'm going to repeat this again to get the third photo. Once you get more comfortable with Divi, there are a lot of time-saving tricks you can learn and use that are really helpful. Okay, great. So the home page is starting to look a lot more customized now. Let's keep going. Now, if I hover over the blue and teal lines, you'll see that I can adjust the margin between the rows and sections just by clicking and dragging them where I want them to be. All right, now we're going to click on the blue plus symbol and add another section. This time we're going to select a one-column row again, and we're going to add a text module. So scroll down until you find that, or start typing in the word text and it will pop up. Now in caps, I'm going to write out a quote from the book Just Be Glad by Christian D. Larson. And I'm going to click the quote button, which will add this bar along the side of the quote. And it automatically uses the theme accent color you selected earlier, which, as a reminder, is right here in the general settings area if you want to go back and change it. Okay, we're going to click the check mark to save it. Okay, now I'm going to show you a couple of other ways that you can make changes to the text with the Divi Builder. You can actually just click on the text and make changes. So you can literally write a blog post on a site like this without having to go into the back end of WordPress, which I think is pretty cool. So I'm going to highlight the quote, click the text button and find my font, Hammersmith 1, and change that. Now, another way that you can make changes is to hover over the module with the text in it and click on the gray gear icon and then go into the Design tab. Click on Text, scroll down, and we're going to increase the text size. I'm also going to add some spacing between the letters. Great. Now I want to center this text. I'm going to click on the gear icon of the row settings, which are the teal turquoise ones. Click into the Design tab, Alignment, Center, and then Sizing. Use Custom Width, and we're going to adjust the width to 705 and save it. I've actually decided I want the text to be a little bit bigger, so I'm going to go back into the module settings and change that as well as changing the line height to 1.5. See, this is where I think Divi is particularly handy because you can see the changes you're making visually and instantly, which is great for creativity and ease. Now we're going to save our work here on the bottom. All right, now let's add a new section, and this time it's going to be a video. You'll need to get a YouTube video URL for this one. I'm using the URL of a video of me reading out the book, Just to Be Glad, so that when someone visits the site, they can click on this video and listen to the audiobook. Now I've pasted my URL into the module, and you can see that the video is now on the home page. I want to change the image that people see when they click the video to something that matches with my theme. So you can add an overlay image to the video, which I'm doing now. The dimensions for this are 2560 by 1440. Perfect. Now I want to change the color of the play button, which I can do from the Design tab. I also want to create a thin border around the video that matches the play icon. Under Design, there is a tab called Border. I'm going to scroll down and adjust the border width to 5 pixels and change the color. Now I'm going to go to the Animation tab and select an animation for the video, meaning when a visitor to your site scrolls past the video, it will either pop up or slide or make some other kind of movement. I like the fold one, and I'm going to select once under Animation Repeat so that it doesn't continuously do the movement while someone is scrolling through the site. All right, now let's save that, and back in the design section, we can adjust the width of the video. You may want to keep it that large, but I'm going to change it to 80% and then center it. Next, let's insert another regular section. This one is going to be a row of 2 equal-sized columns, and in the first one, we're going to add an image module. The size of the photo is 1020 by 1240, and this is going to be a demo blog post with the image on the left and the text on the right. Now on the right, we're adding our text module. The text I'm using isn't a real blog post. I just took some of the text from the book Just Be Glad, which is free to share because it's in the public domain. If you want some sample text, you can use lorem ipsum, which I will link down below. All right, now I'm adding a title to this blog post and changing the font to my header font, Hammersmith 1. Okay, something else I want to show you. If I really did have a longer blog post and I wanted people to click read more and for that to send them to the full length blog post, I can insert that link here, and when they click on the words read more, it would take them to that post. Another thing I want to show you is that you can add in new modules anywhere at any time. So I'm going to scroll up and add some more text above the video. I'm going to select a one-column row and add in a text module and type the words "listen to the audiobook" to let people know that if they click the video below that they can listen to the full audiobook. I want to add spacing between the letters, so I'm going to click on the gray gear icon to get to the design area and make those changes. I'm going to center the text and then create a yellow border around the words. The border width is 2 pixels and I'm using my theme color yellow. Great, so we save out of there and then hover over the blue box, click the gear icon to get into the design tab of the section settings and click on sizing. We're going to adjust the width to 40 and center it and save. If you ever need to undo the last change you made, at least on a Mac, click Command Z at the same time. Now back to the bottom of our homepage, I'm going to show you how to add in a divider. We're going to add a new section, add a single column row, and then find the divider module and add one in. Under Content Visibility, click Show Divider, then head over to the Design tab and change the color. The style I'm using is solid. Under Sizing, I'm changing the divider weight to 3 pixels and the width to 40, and module alignment is centered. Done. Under the new divider, we're going to add in a new section and insert a 3-column row. These are going to be 3 text-only blog posts. So we're going to insert a text module into the first column, and I made up blog post titles, and the text is going to be from the book Just Be Glad Again. Right now, all of the text is Lato, so I'm going to highlight the title and change it to Hammersmith I and make the text a little bit larger. Now, just like we did with the 3 image modules, we're going to copy this text module and drag it next to the other. And I'm going to do it again for the 3rd module, and I'm going to change the titles to make them look like 3 different blog posts for this demo site. Now I'm going to show you how you can add space between the modules. We're going to click into Row Settings. Under Design, you'll find a section called Spacing. And this is where you can custom add in a certain amount of pixels between the rows or around them. Let's scroll down to Column 1 Custom Padding and add in 5 pixels to the right and left by typing 5px. I'm going to do the same for columns 2 and 3. And you can see that it's already starting to add space in between the rows. Okay, great, let's save that. Okay, now we're going to add in some social media info and links. So let's add in a new section with a 1-column row and add in a text module. Now type in follow us or your Instagram handle. I'm going to be typing in follow at Just Be Glad on social media. And I'm going to change the font to Hammersmith I and increase the text size and add some letter spacing and then center it. Also, I'm going to go back into the Content tab and add my yellow theme accent color to the background of this text. Then to resize it, I'm going to click into the section settings and change the sizing to 50% and center it. Also, if you click on this little mobile phone icon, it shows you what the page you're designing will look like on a tablet or mobile device. and then you can customize elements of the design accordingly. So if you want a certain image or text to be larger or smaller, only on mobile or only on tablet, you can do that. Okay, so now we're going to click on the blue section icon and add a new section, then a new 4-column row. And we're going to add social media follow icon modules into each new row. So where it says insert module, we're going to search for the social media follow button and add that in. Then we're going to press the plus button and I'm going to select Facebook. To link your Facebook page to the button, you have to add in your link where it says link, and then when someone visits your page and clicks on it, they will be redirected to your Facebook page. So make sure to fill that in. I'm going to change the color of all of these icons to black. You're going to save it, then go to the Design tab and center the module under the Alignment tab. Now we're going to do the same thing to add in an Instagram icon. Then we are going to add in an icon to link to our YouTube channel and then Google+. And remember to change all of the icons to black so they match, and to center the icons within the modules so that they're evenly spaced out. Okay, now that that's done, we are going to make a few more adjustments to the spacing by going into the section settings, and under design sizing, we are going to change the width to 50% and center it. Now you might notice that if you go to your site and refresh the page, the home page we've just created isn't there. That's because we need to set the page to the actual home page, and it's really simple to do. So we're going to click into the theme customizer. Then we're going to click into the homepage settings. Then we've got to change it so that the homepage displays a static page. And where it says homepage, we are going to set that to home and save it. Okay, I know we've learned a lot in this tutorial and I should probably leave it at that for today, but I have to show you one more really cool feature of Divi that I think you'll get a lot of use out of. So you can actually save the page you've just made as a template for future pages so that you don't have to start from scratch building this all over again. You can just keep the template and change up the photos and text. This works great for blogging. If you create a blog template and you really are happy with the spacing, the fonts, and the layout of the photos and text, and you've spent a lot of time on it, it's great to be able to save it so that the next time you've written a blog post, you just have to copy and paste the text into it and change the titles and input your blog post and then rename it and save it. I took this homepage that we've worked on today and switched up the photos, logo, and some of the text to show you how you can use the same template for different types of sites. I created a demo vegan recipes blog as well as an eco-fashion brand site. So you're going to click on the purple circle in the center here and expand settings. Click on the Add to Library button and name the template and then Save to Library. Now, to show you how to use this feature, I'm going to create a new page and upload this new template we've just saved. This is going to be a demo vegan blog, and I'm going to use the visual builder again, and under template I'm going to change it to blank just because I don't want the old logo and menu bar to show up for this example. I'm going to click Load from Library, and you can see that here you have all of the predefined layouts. And to access your own layouts you've created and saved, you have to click into the Add from Library section. And there's our homepage layout, and we're going to load it and publish it and go into the visual builder to make some changes. Then where it says permalink, we're going to click into it, and then we'll be on our new page. At the top, click into the visual builder, and now I'm going to click into each module and change the photos. I'm going to go through this part quickly, but I just wanted to show you what you can do with saved layouts. And there you have it. We have pretty much completed the homepage. Now for the other pages like your contact page, an online store, blog page, and more, I will show you those in another tutorial. Until then, I highly recommend playing around with the pre-made Divi templates. You can upload them onto your page and then change the photos, text, and sizing, but it gives you a good base to start with when designing each page, especially if you're not yet 100% comfortable with designing pages from scratch like we did together here today. Please let me know in the comment section what tutorials you would like me to make when it comes to web design and creating your own online business. I'm all about helping you live your best life, and I really believe that having a website that you feel showcases your work well can really boost your business and allow you to share your creativity and ideas with the world. Subscribe to my channel for more videos on living your best life, and I will see you in my next one. Have a beautiful day, guys. Bye.